Hello, Virgo, and thank you for coming to check out your April 2021 reading. This, excuse me, is a general reading, so it cannot and will not resonate for everybody. So please just take what resonates and leave what does not, okay? If none of it resonates for you, go on over and listen to your moon and or rising sign, and you'll likely find your messages for April there. So we are going to go into the Oracle cards first that I had pulled for the Facebook page. Go over those for you guys here. In case you didn't see that, go check it out. If you're not on Facebook, go check it out. But we're also going to pull tarot in this video for you guys today as well. And so I am going to just start off this by saying that this is a really amazing energy that is here, okay? So the first card we're going to talk about for you guys, we have sorry for all the glare, but it's the High Priestess of Earth, okay? And she is here to remind you to take better care of yourself, okay? Both in a mental and a physical sense, taking care of yourself mentally, and taking care of your emotions and getting really in tune with yourself, becoming grounded, right? Taking care of yourself physically, eating well, go take a walk, start doing yoga or exercising or anything to take better care of yourself in a physical sense, right? But it's just a reminder here that you guys need to get grounded. And honestly, the best way to do that is to walk barefoot outside and ground yourself, get in touch with the earth to bring yourself back down to earth and to help create more balance in your life. And once you're able to do that, you'll see that things will unfold for you in a really great way. Okay. What I didn't talk about with this Oracle deck on the Facebook page was the card that flew out while I was shuffling, which is the card that's about beauty. Okay, so this is a beautiful situation. You guys are going through this transformation right now, I feel, and we'll get into it with the other cards here. But I feel like there's so much beauty ahead of you if you guys can really focus and get in touch with yourself, ground yourself, start taking better care of yourself, figuring out what you want and what you need, and how you can be different moving forward. At the bottom of that deck, we also had the fledgling, which is basically it's the equivalent to the Fool energy. So this is you embarking on a new journey and maybe taking a risk or doing something that you don't normally do, changing the way that you do things. But it's about starting this new journey, okay? And we'll get into it. This is all about entering a new cycle, which, if we want to think about it, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. And we're in Aries season now. So it's like we're all kind of going into a new cycle here. Okay. But the next card here we'll talk about is the Take Time to Breathe Out. It's the Decimenting Moon, I think is how you say it. But it's about taking time to relax, right? It's time for you to focus on, reflecting and regrouping and coming back to a sense of normalcy for yourself in one way or another. It's about taking the experiences that you've learned from life and growing from them, right? And figuring out, like I said, how can you do things differently moving forward, right? In the bottom of that deck, we didn't talk about on Facebook, you have the new moon in Libra energy, which we just had a new moon in Libra, okay? But this is about, it does say on it that a new romantic cycle is beginning, but it doesn't have to be romantic necessarily. This could just be a new way of communicating with those that you love, because Libra is that kind of home energy, right? And about bringing balance into home life. And it is an air energy, so it's about communication, right? But it's about you entering this new cycle to help you become more grounded and feel more balanced within your life, okay? We also have the Shapeshifter here from the Angels and Ancestors, okay? And this is a transformation energy. It says right on it, transform and unveil your gifts, okay? But this card is here. Your angels and ancestors are here to remind you that it really is important for you to take time out, right? Take that breath, take the time out, focus on what worked and what didn't, and then take that focus even further and release what didn't work and leave it in the past and move forward with the skills that you already have in your life, right? Develop on those gifts and those strengths and whatever it is that you're good at. Develop on those things, okay? With this card coming out, it's an energy of like, you guys have probably been through a lot of shit, right? A lot of challenges, or just having like a bunch of different low periods of emotion within your life or whatever. But it's like you're in this space of transformation. So it's moving beyond those past challenges and like releasing it and letting it go so that you can focus on moving forward in this, so that you can honor what it is that you're good at now, what skills you have, what your strengths are. And when you're able to understand and see that that is what's happening for you this month, you're going to realize what an amazing soul you are, right? And that you can change yourself in ways unimaginable. You can do the unexpected. You can change in ways that people wouldn't expect you to do, all right? But it's going to require you to follow your intuition, because you had the star ancestor that flew out when I was shuffling that deck, right? It says follow the voice of your soul, okay? You have a good soul. You might be lost and you need to kind of regroup and figure it out. And that's okay. We all get stuck in that energy. We've all been there, right? But it's really about what is your intuition telling you, and focus on it. And I feel like you guys just have a lot to offer, but you also have a lot of things that you consider negative that you need to release. Okay. So, at the bottom of the deck, I didn't talk about that. I'll talk about that real quick. You have the Moon card, which is another follow your intuition card. It says on it, take note of intuitive messages. So, I mean, it really is, you guys should really, spring is here. Go take a walk out in the woods or in a field or wherever you can take a walk, where you can walk barefoot in the grass or on the earth, and just meditate on, open up that third eye and figure out what it is that, your higher self wants you to be focusing on at this time. Okay. But it's about accepting and forgiving things for what they were and moving through them and working with what works and leaving what does not. And that's what that's your main focus for the month. But let's pull some tarot for you and see what other messages we can give you. We are going to just do a basic Celtic cross, and I will pull that shuffle didn't work well. I will pull clarifiers if I need to. Okay. So we want to know what's going on for Aries for the month of April. Spirit, please. They want me to cut it, so we're going to cut it and then get into it. All right. Bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So this makes me feel right off the bat that you guys feel like you've had all this bad luck, or you've been stuck in this very negative type energy, right? So that's, the overall energy here. Bad luck, something that you feel like is beyond your control has been happening to you. And that's basically what that card means, overall energy. But let's get into it. Get the cards out and we'll go over them. Well, they want you to focus on being happy, which is good, right? And leaving behind some sort of pain. Okay. So right now, actually, we'll talk about the energy coming into this. So this is like your recent past or the past, or take it however it resonates for you. It's the energy coming into whatever situation you're in right now. And you have the Magician, which is a really good energy to have, honestly. I mean, this is about, knowing that you have the skills to move forward with whatever it is that you want to be working on, and it's all about really concentrating on that. But let's pull a clarifier, because right now you guys are in this 10 of Cups in the reverse energy, and you also have the 3 of Swords here too. So I feel like a lot of you are going through some sort of painful type situation right now. Definitely could be financial loss or something to that effect, losing family, having to move. Oh, good Lord, I dropped the cards. But we're going to clarify the Magician here for you guys for the recent past. Why is that Magician here, please, Spirit? Thank you. 10 of Wands at the bottom, so that, it's like there was some sort of burden. Yeah. Magician in the reverse and the 4 of Swords in the reverse to clarify that Magician card there. So, I feel like there wasn't enough teamwork or something within this situation, because this Magician in this deck here has 2 people on it, and it's like one person presenting, I feel like this is your spirit guides telling you that you have the tools that are necessary, but I feel like, there's been a lot of conflict, right? 4 of Swords in the reverse is, restless, feeling burnt out, lack of progress. So is that 10 of Wands, okay? But when the Magician is in the reverse here, it tells me that you probably don't think that you have what you need, but Spirit's trying to show you that you do, and you need to take that rest, right? You need to recuperate with that 4 of Swords energy. You need to meditate on it and realize that you do have the tools that you need, right? You are more powerful and resourceful than you think you are here. And that was coming out in the Oracle deck, right? So that's the energy coming into this. And right now, for you, we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. And the 10 of Cups in the reverse is some sort of, values being misaligned, whether it's within relationship or your job, just some sort of issue where there was a major imbalance, right? The 10 of Cups, when it's in the reverse, it certainly can represent broken home or a broken marriage, or, your family life becoming difficult. It can represent some sort of painful loss regarding finances, even though it's not a pentacle card. It's emotional, mental, and physical is what pentacles are, right? But with the cups, this is all something that's creating your emotions to be really just flipped upside down, and it's likely regarding home life in some sort of a way, okay? And it's painful. 3 of Swords is what is crossing you, what this challenge or what the situation is. It's like you don't want to walk away from something because it's very, that it's going to bring you some sort of heartbreak or bring some sort of grief into your life. But your problem is you need to be optimistic and maybe move through forgiveness here, okay? And whether it's forgiving yourself or forgiving another energy, it's about coming together and forgiving and being able to release that pain, right? Okay. For some of you, Spirit just said rejection. So for some of you, I feel like maybe you might be feeling rejected in a certain situation. Okay. But there's definitely an imbalance no matter what way you want to cut your cookie here. I need coffee. Sorry. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. But the root of your problem here, we have the Temperance card. All about balance, right? And the Temperance is here to tell us that you have probably, you're just like a lack of a vision for yourself is what I'm getting. Which, we all fall into a slump. It takes everybody time to figure out what their life purpose is or what their life meaning is, like why they're here. It takes time to figure that out. And there's just this major imbalance right now where, you are probably just trying to figure out the meaning of your life within the situation. We all go through it, Virgo. We do. And that's okay. But Spirit's saying here that all you have to do to find it is get in touch with yourself, ground yourself, really focus on what it is that you think you want to manifest in your life, right? No matter what, though, Spirit's saying here, they want you to focus on the sun. They want you to focus on being happy. Okay? They want you to focus on being happy and being able to enjoy your life and just having like this joyful sense of togetherness, right? Bring out your inner child here, they're saying, is what I'm hearing. Bring out your inner child, because that's where the light that you seem to have lost has been placed. Okay. All right. So let's talk about how you're supposed to get to this happier place within yourself here. You have the 5 of Swords. Okay. This is your path to the future, what you need to do in order to obtain that sun, to obtain that happiness. The 5 of Swords is definitely some sort of conflict, right? Some sort of tension. This could be, for some of you, I hate to say it, but there could be a third party situation just because this 5 of Cups has 3 individuals. and it's like they're all going their separate ways here. So you need to focus on yourself here and being able to take whatever it is that you feel like you've lost or whatever has made you feel defeated, take it, leave it, and then focus on what worked. Collect, he's got the 3 swords that, he's collecting those swords. Move on, collect, what's working, what works in order to move past it, okay? Because the truth of the matter here is that you don't always need to be right, and you need to be open to change and being open to move past any resentments that you have towards yourself or anybody else in your life. Okay, but I am going to pull a clarifier for you guys a little bit more. I mean, yes, leaving behind all the tension is what's being called for. But let's clarify the 5 of Swords here as your path to the future. Okay, and give you a little bit more. All right, so you have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So you're just, like I said, you were feeling kind of weighed down or betrayed here, right? And you kind of just have to let that, really, you just have to let it go. The 2 of Pentacles here, when it's in the reverse, it represents leaving behind imbalance, and like when he's in the upright, he's juggling too many things. So I feel like you really just are being told to focus on just one thing here, okay? And I feel like what you're being told to focus on is fixing yourself and whatever kind of resentment that's here. It might not be yourself, but I feel like this is a more internal energy where you're trying to obtain happiness. And the truth of the matter is you cannot obtain you can't have happiness without being willing and open to it. And it's all about yourself. You have to be happy inside in order to see the happy outside, okay? And the Hierophant's here to remind you that, because this is all about tradition and beliefs, and, you might need to change the way you think about things, You might need to find some more motivation, and once you've been able to assess and regroup and move past this resentment energy that's here, you'll see that your belief systems are going to be changing, okay? But you're holding back on it right now because more about you. We have the 4 of Coins. You're very hesitant to do this. It's like you're fearing it in some way or another. It's like you feel like you need to be in control of everything all the time, and you're really weighing yourself down with whatever resentment's going on here. All right. What you need to focus on is not the greed or, the needing to always be in control, but it's more of like focus on some self-protection here. Gain more control and stability. You guys kind of are missing that right now. And that's why it's so important for you to ground yourself, okay? More about the particular situation, we do have the 2 of Cups. So this certainly could be, love related. Doesn't have to be. Cups. The 2 of Cups is just a symbolization of a committed partnership. So it could be a work situation, absolutely. But it's like right now there is this major imbalance. Okay, more about this 3 of Swords, major imbalance. Okay. Definitely it could represent a breakup or a divorce, as I was saying before, right? You could be going through this because there's some sort of, it's just not harmony. It's all a lot of tension, and you cannot continue to move forward with all of the tension that's been built up. You have to release it. And even if it means releasing this individual or this job or this whatever, that's probably going to be the best bet for you now. It doesn't have to be permanent, but in order to fix whatever it is, you have to go within to fix it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So your hopes and fears, you have the 7 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like the 7 of Cups, it's a lot of wishful thinking, right? Wanting more, or it could be that you have too many things, like too many choices to choose from. It could represent that, but it's definitely like you're fearing making the wrong choice here. Okay, with that Seven of Cups. It's like when you make that choice, you feel like there's going to be this finality to it, and it doesn't have to be that. All right. But I do sense that you're going to struggle with being able to get through this. You can obtain it. Spirit has given you, you have it all within you. You just have to find the light within yourself to make that right choice for yourself, right? But, you could be choosing the right cup here. Just saying, you don't focus on what isn't, focus on what could be and work towards that. Okay, because you're hopeful that it's going to work out for you for sure. This is all about making your dreams come true here, okay? You have the hope within you, but you're fearing it too much. You're more focused on the fear aspects of that card, and that's going to be a problem for you. Okay, you got to turn it around, guys, before this potential final outcome for you. We have the Chariot in the reverse. And I don't really like that this is your outcome card. I will pull a clarifier on it, but when the Chariot's in the reverse, this is definitely a energy where there's a lack of control, lack of self-control. It could also be like you're just lost. You don't know what direction to go in when it's in the reverse, right? But there's a lot of aggression tied behind this card, and you can avoid that. You can turn it in the upright. When this card is in the upright, it's about moving forward with positivity. It's about having control, having self-control, having willpower, and coming out on top. It's a card of victory in the upright and determination and assertion. You can turn that upright before it is too late. When it's in the reverse, this tells me that you are not even willing to do it. You're not willing to put in the effort. And I hate to tell you, if you don't put in that effort, things won't turn around for you. You have to want something bad enough. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's pull a clarifier. I kind of feel bad. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but literally, that's what the cards say. Why is the Chariot in the reverse here for the outcome for Virgo, please, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, you can quickly change this by just changing the way you're thinking about it, right? Okay. Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, and then you have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse at the bottom of the deck there. But when the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands are together, this tells me that you can change this if you quickly change, you can quickly change this whole situation if you just change your mind and get creative about how to move forward. What is it that you are good at? Take it and move forward with it, right? Because there's potential for this to quickly, like I said, quickly turn around for you. The page of here, it's all about self-discovery and exploring and just being a free spirit, right? And that's how you'll obtain, this sun. You have to have a long-term vision for yourself. Have something to work towards. Take what you're good at and move towards it. Okay? All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here for you. I hope that you got your message for the month. I will do mid-month, so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with messages when they come out. And I will catch you later. Bye.